Now, we've explored how competition and conflict can arise from various motivations. However, cooperation, which is working together to achieve shared goals, is also a fundamental aspect of human interaction. But here's a question. If competition can sometimes lead to damaging outcomes, how might we shift toward cooperative approaches that benefit everyone involved? Well, perhaps it's by working with others to achieve common interests. Understanding the factors that promote cooperation is crucial for building effective relationships in societies. And in this scene depicted here, we're reminded of the alliance formed between Katniss and Rue along with Peeta in the 74th Hunger Games. Alliances are an important aspect of the Hunger Games. And in the harsh reality of the games, tributes ensure their survival by having allies watch their back in the arena. And though generally temporary, these alliances are a strategic type of cooperation that arises from the harsh reality of the games themselves. And these alliances, though, as we said, are temporary, they demonstrate how even a highly competitive and conflict-ridden environment, individuals will cooperate strategically to increase their chances of survival and access to resources. And this is because cooperation provides numerous benefits. It allows us to access increased resources and achieve greater efficiency. It enhances problem solving and fosters innovation through the sharing of ideas. It strengthens social bonds and promotes group cohesion. Ultimately, cooperation improves our chances of achieving goals that would be impossible to reach alone. And there are several reasons why we might decide to cooperate, whether in times of competition and conflict or not. Social norms refer to the accepted and established standards that can guide our behavior, both explicitly and implicitly. These norms can vary between different social groups, with members of each group often adhering to their specific set of norms. Cooperating with others can also enhance our reputation and social status within a group. Individuals who are perceived as cooperative and helpful are often more liked, respected, and influential. For example, norms of reciprocity, which are the expectation that we should return favors and kindness, and norms of fairness, which is the belief that resources should be distributed equitably, encourage us to cooperate. In a company, there may even be a norm of punctuality for meetings, and so that encourages timeliness. And so employees adhere to the norm to avoid conflicts and disruptions during work hours. Conditional cooperation is a social norm that requires members of a group to cooperate with one another. And the idea is that cooperation is reciprocated and repaid in the future. Say, for instance, you are in a neighborhood watch group. As residents, you all agree to take turns patrolling the area at night. And in this scenario, each member cooperates conditionally, knowing that others will do the same, thus ensuring the safety of the community. And in game theory, shadow of the future is a concept in which individuals that expect to interact with each other repeatedly over time make decisions based upon potential future benefits. This means that people's anticipation of future interactions can promote cooperation in social dilemmas. And the idea behind this concept is that when you know you'll encounter the same person again, it encourages cooperation because it creates opportunities for reciprocity. And this means that people are more likely to reward cooperation and punish non-cooperation. In essence, the shadow of the future acts as an incentive for people to behave cooperatively as they consider the long-term consequences of their actions. Morality and social fairness also play a role in our behavior. We engage in pro-social behaviors because we feel a sense of moral obligation to help others. Many people report that they help others simply because it's the right thing to do. For example, during a charity fundraiser, individuals donate money because they believe it's the right thing to do to help those in need. Their pro-social behavior stems from a sense of moral obligation and fairness, even in the absence of direct benefits or rewards. And cooperation involves individuals or groups working together towards a shared goal, often benefiting all parties involved. It is vital for individual and societal success. And by identifying the factors that foster collaboration, we can create conditions that encourage people to work together for common good. Cooperation thrives when individuals or groups share common goals or objectives. So when people work towards a mutual goal, they're more likely to collaborate. For example, in a team project, if everyone aims to deliver a successful product, they align their efforts, pool resources, and coordinate effectively. When individuals or groups trust each other, they are more likely to cooperate with each other. And it involves believing that others will act in your best interest and uphold their commitments. For example, two friends are more likely to cooperate when borrowing money if they trust each other to repay the loan. And building trust requires consistent behavior, transparency, and reliability. For example, when the team members trust each other, they share information openly, rely on one another, and contribute without fear of betrayal. And when individuals or groups can communicate effectively with each other, they're more likely to cooperate with each other. So active listening, expressing ideas, and seeking feedback foster understanding. Misunderstandings can lead to conflicts and hinder collaboration. For instance, in negotiations, parties must communicate their needs, listen to concerns, and find common ground. And of course, with those needs for with those norms of reciprocity, in a group, individuals are more likely to cooperate with each other. And these refer to the expectation that favors or benefits will be returned in kind. And these guide behaviors because when someone helps us, we feel obliged to reciprocate. For example, if a colleague covers your shift, you're likely to return the favor when they need help. And cooperation is a powerful tool that can be used to achieve great things. So by understanding the benefits of cooperation, we can encourage individuals and groups to work together to create a better world. So when people work together, they can achieve more than they could individually. For instance, a team of workers can produce more goods or services than a single worker, obviously. Additionally, cooperation can lead to better solutions to problems as people can share different perspectives and expertise. For example, a team of engineers can design a safe and efficient bridge by sharing their ideas and expertise. When people cooperate, they can build trust and rapport with each other, which can lead to stronger relationships and a more positive social environment. And lastly, cooperation can reduce conflict as people are less likely to compete with each other for resources. For instance, countries that cooperate on trade agreements are less likely to engage in conflict over resources. And in this section 4, we've explored the factors that influence cooperation, which is the process of individuals or groups working together towards a shared goal. We discussed several reasons why people choose to cooperate, and these include the influence of social norms and expectations, the principle of reciprocity, including conditional cooperation, and the idea of the shadow feature, as well as motivations rooted in morality and social fairness. We also examined the key factors that foster cooperation, and these include the presence of shared goals, the importance of trust, the role of effective communication, and the impact of norms of reciprocity. And finally, we highlighted the benefits of cooperation, which include increased productivity, improved problem solving, the development of stronger relationships, and a reduction in conflict. Be sure to tune into the final section in Section 5 as we discuss strategies to increase cooperation.